Hey, what's up? It's Harvey Slater, Holistic Nutrition Coach. How's it going? So today I'm going to show you how to make a classic tomato basil garlic pasta salad, except we're going to use zucchini noodles instead of pasta. So this will just be a way more nutrient dense, lower calorie, higher powered version of a classic that everyone loves. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now, so just check it out. All right, so we've got all our ingredients here, and basically what we have is one zucchini cut into zucchini noodles, and there's another video that demonstrates how to do that. One or two Roma tomatoes, a clove of garlic, some cider vinegar, some extra virgin olive oil, some loosely packed basil, about half a cup. It's a beautiful fresh basil, a whole lemon, which we're just going to squeeze a tablespoon out of this. And then we're going to, for some extra enhancement, we're going to be giving some hazelnuts. We're going to be crushing those, and we're also going to be using a little nutritional yeast. And then, of course, our tweaks of salt and fresh cracked pepper for taste. So the first thing I'm going to do is just make a little more room on my prep table here. I'm going to go ahead and put the zucchini noodles in this stainless steel mixing bowl. You can use a glass bowl, but make sure it's pretty big because you're going to need to mix it all up. And you want to make sure it's not flopping all over the place when you do that. And I am going to go ahead and chop up my basil, or just basically julienne it. So the best way to do that is just you kind of bunch it all up into your fingers like that. And then just go through and give it a good julienne. You know, I say it doesn't have to be totally perfect. We're not trying to be Martha Stewart here. We're just trying to get some healthy food into our bodies, right? Then, what you do with the tomatoes. Now, sometimes you can put the tomato right in whole if you want, just for the sake of not only aesthetics, but also we're going to keep the lectins out of this dish, and we're going to take the seeds out. Because some people have issues with lectins. So it's the seeds that show up in your nightshades, and also beans and rice, beans and grains. So, but this is done a lot of times just in the culinary world, just because it's more aesthetically pleasing to just have that great meat of the tomato instead of the whole tomato with the seeds. But if you're in a hurry, by all means, and you don't have an issue with lectins, then by all means, stick all the tomato in there. I mean, no point in wasting that. That's my opinion. I'm just giving you a different version today. So we get all that done. As you can see, it really doesn't take that long to do. And then you'll just want to, I'm thinking I'm going to do like some nice slices of the tomato for this salad. So you can do diced if you want. All right, and then those go into the bowl. Next, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of lemon juice. So what I did is I just cut this lemon in half. A half a good sized lemon is about a tablespoon. So I'm just going to squeeze that through a strainer like that. And then I'm going to, the recipe calls for crushed hazelnuts. I'm just going to go ahead and just chop them with a knife. You got to be real careful not to get your fingers. And They kind of like to slip around a little bit, but with a good quality knife, you can chop them up pretty good. You can also buy hazelnut flour at the grocery store. Stores like Sprouts and Whole Foods or a natural food store will have hazelnut flour, like in the Bob's Red Mill section. But I just happen to have some hazelnuts, so I'm gonna grind these up myself. You can also put them in a food processor and just pulse the food processor a little bit, and that'll crush them. You can also put them in a Ziploc bag and use a meat tenderizer and smash them that way, or a heavy skillet. That would be another way to crush them. But I'm doing a pretty good job just doing them with my hands like this. And this is a 1/4 cup, like I said before. And then that goes right in the bowl as well. And don't forget the most important part, the chopped garlic. So I'm just slicing up this clove of garlic. Again, you can chop your garlic in a food processor if you want. You can buy chopped garlic at the store, but there's nothing like nice fresh garlic right out of the garlic bulb. Nice and fresh, and it's got all of its awesome antiviral, antibacterial actions in it. Great for your heart. And then I'm going to do about a tablespoon of nutritional yeast. So this gives it that sort of cheese flavor. So it gives you, you know, that tomato, basil, garlic pasta. Traditionally, you have some Parmesan cheese in there usually. So this is a good substitute. But if you eat dairy products and you want to go ahead and put your dairy Parmesan in there, you can do that too. The nutritional yeast is totally plant-based and it's very nutritious. So it's kind of a vegan secret weapon for people who like to stay more vegan or plant-based. And this is 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and I just also put 2 tablespoons of cider vinegar. And then I'm going to put a little bit of sea salt just for some flavor enhancement, and some fresh cracked pepper. What is that in teaspoons? I always say start with about 1/2 teaspoon each and see how it tastes. And if you want to do some more, you can always add some more. And then we're just going to take some tongs like this, and we are going to give it a good stir. Smells really good. It's always a good idea to give it a taste for seasoning, but this pretty much is the finished product. I'm gonna throw this on a plate just to give you a sense of how nice it can look. And there you have it. You've got this beautiful zucchini noodle salad. All right. Thanks for checking this out, and we'll see you at the next recipe. Bye for now. Later days.